This is Play NHL, a presentation of the Sports Crafters, airing on BOA.TV, and is an EA Sports NHL 15 simulation of what could happen in today's featured game of the National Hockey League.
Thank you for joining me, gamers and hockey fans. I am Eric Munter, Sports Crafter, playing for EA Sports NHL 15 in today's featured game of the National Hockey League. Wednesday night rivalry hockey here in Pittsburgh, where I, Eric Munter, will be playing as the hometown Penguins against the visiting Boston Bruins at the CONSOL Energy Center. The brand new arena opened just a couple years back for this Pittsburgh team. Bergeron to Hamilton in his own end, works it to Chara, and it's up ahead to Marchand, who finally gets into the Penguins' end and takes a hit. Smith is there with the puck, sends it on behind. Ole Mata for the Penguins can't get to it. Out in front, a feed, deflected out of the crease area by the Penguins' Hornquist, who Loudon leads a rush, but turned it over. Marchand now for the Boston Bruins, in the Pittsburgh Penguins' end, turned it up and over. Now to Kunitz for the Penguins, who shoots, and Rask makes his first save of the night. Bruins break it out, Marchand on the left wing again. Sends it in on a dump play that Fleury can't handle. Penguins do, though, and break out as the Bruins are changing. Into the Bruins' end is Chris Letang. He goes all the way down low, but Chara gives him a shoulder. Letang comes out of the corner with it. Shoots! Score! Chris Letang! Midway through the first period, it's 1-0 Penguins. Chris Letang on the Boston Bruins change went all the way streaking down the ice, took a couple of hits, stayed with that puck, and drove to the front of Rask and his net, and got the Penguins on the board first. There's a follow-up chance for Boston as they look to tie it up, but it was blocked to the corner. Now Dupuis over to Sutter. Sutter back to Dupuis. No, it was to Martin, but he was dragged far too below the blue line and came in offside. 7 minutes on the nose to go here in the opening period. Marcel Gottsch faces off against David Krejci, and Krejci wins it for the Bruins. Over to Lucic and across to Griffith. Griffith moves into the zone. Moves around one Penguin player down the right wing. Out in front, a nice pass, and they score! Boston gets this game even. It's David Krejci. Krejci set up by Griffith. Milan Lucic gets the secondary assist. And the Bruins have tied this game. Penguins back on the attack. It's Hal Gill. Gill spins away from a check. It's now Paul Martin. Martin launches one that got blocked by a Penguin in front. Now Paille for the Boston Bruins moves in over the Penguin blue line. He dumps it behind Fleury's net. Getting to it first is Craig Adams. Adams breaks it to Spalling. Spalling left side feed to Gill. Gill holds up, looks for an open Penguin, and had the puck poked off his stick and brought it back in offside. 36 seconds to play here in the opening period. Face-off just outside Boston's defensive end is won by the Bruins again. Krug has it, plays to Griffith. Griffith in onside, dumps behind the net of the Penguins. Time ticking down in this period, 2 seconds and 1, and that'll do it for the opening 20 minutes. Each team with a goal as we head to the first intermission. There were 3 total shots taken in that opening period and 2 total goals scored. Boston went 1 for 1 on their shots, Pittsburgh went 1 for 2. Pittsburgh into Boston's end, a shot, save by Rask. The only of the 2 netminders tonight to have a save. Penguins begin this period on a power play as Boston was charged with a penalty late in the first period. Plays across. Letang shoots just wide of the net. Penguins hold it in and look to set up. Here's Sidney Crosby to the point to Malkin. Back to Crosby. They play catch. Malkin again. Tees one up. Lost it. And Krejci breaks for the Bruins shorthanded and dumps down the ice. 40 seconds remaining on the Pittsburgh power play. Hornquist can't get that pass as it was led too far and ahead from him by Crosby. Now behind Fleury, 10 seconds to go on the power play. Penguins need one last quick rush to get a chance on the power play. Malkin is in and a save by Rask. Even strength now. Hornquist off the wall. Hornquist scores! It's 2-1 Pittsburgh. Patrick Hornquist from Evgeny Malkin and Chris Letang. It wasn't a power play goal. It came shortly thereafter. And both Pittsburgh goals tonight have been set up on drives to the net from the boards. Perhaps Pittsburgh sensing something there, and they tried to do it again. That time Martin. Martin got it back off the wall. He shoots, a save by Rask. Rebound is played off by Rask, and he turned it over again, this time to Sutter. Sutter down low on McQuaid. McQuaid came away with it. Led to Kelly. Soderberg moves in, plays it to Louis Eriksson. Eriksson out in front of play, and a good block there by Paul Martin in front as Marc-Andre Fleury was down and out. Point shot there by the Bruins was followed up by a good chance in the top of the slot, and Fleury makes a good save. Here's Sutter for the Penguins breaking out. Left side feed to Pascal Dupuis. Dupuis dishes to Hornquist, and again an offside call on Pittsburgh with 9:13 left to play in the second period. Sidney Crosby faces off and wins the draw for the Penguins to Letang. Letang to Olli Mata. Mata and the Penguins again offside. So we'll do it again. Krejci and Crosby. Crosby again gets the better of Krejci. Hornquist is now in. Dishes back to the point. Christopher Letang. Over. Olli Mata shoots. Didn't get it through, and now a potential break for Boston. But Griffith was too slow on that puck. He dumps it in behind the Penguin netminder's net. Pittsburgh circles from its own end. Dishes out to Sidney Crosby. 3-on-2 for Pittsburgh. Across, it's Hornquist. Slowed up. Hornquist to Mata, and it was behind him. And now Crosby will chase this puck down all the way down by his goal line. Under 3 minutes to play in the second period. Mata on a clean feed from Crosby. Shoots! Hit the post! And Tuukka Rask is run into, and it's going to be a goaltender interference penalty there on Chris Kunitz. For a second there, I thought I found a glitch in the game, and that if you shove the goalie all the way out of his net and into the restricted trapezoid area, you might get a delay of game on the goaltender. But instead, it is a smart play by EA Sports as you get a goaltender interference penalty. Good chance there by Krug on Rask, but Rask was savvy to that. Boston sets up on the power play into the zone of the Penguins. Bruins look, intercepted by Pittsburgh and cleared immediately down the ice. Rask sets it up behind his goal line. Boston has it down low. They regroup. Here's Zdeno Chara. Chara in over center, in over the blue, and offside. Both of these teams having difficulty grasping the concept that the puck needs to be the first thing to enter the offensive zone. Neutral zone ice face-off. Won by Boston this time. Eriksson to Soderberg. Soderberg to Eriksson on the give and go. In, and a blocker save by Marc-Andre Fleury. Followed up by Eriksson with a man open in front. And it is shanked just wide. Time running down here in the second period. Boston on the man advantage. Shot on net stopped. And the horn sounds. With that save, it's 2-1 Pittsburgh headed to the third. 7-4 the shots on net in favor of the Pittsburgh Penguins. 3 goals scored in this hockey game. The last was scored by the Pittsburgh Penguins' Patrick Hornquist in the second period. And now the Bruins tie the game. 50 seconds into the third. Boston clanks it in off the iron. And it's David Krejci. David Krejci gets his second of the hockey game. Krug and Lucic assist. So early in the third period, we are knotted up at 2. Bruins back on the attack. Bergeron played it around for Hamilton. Man open in front momentarily, but it's played away by Crosby to Kunitz, and now a 2-on-1 into the zone, and again, guess what it is? An offside. Unbelievable. Sutter squares against Krejci and wins the draw. Dupuis had it, lost it, and Krejci comes away with it. And he's into the zone on a nice move. Save as he was looking for the hat trick. Marc-Andre Fleury, though, came up with a stop. And now a chance is stopped there off Griffith's stick. This line has been very dangerous all night for the Boston Bruins. Sutter in, dishes, Dupuis shoots, and a save by Rask. Follow-up chance here for the Penguins, but they can't get it away from McQuaid. McQuaid to Lucic. Cross-ice feed, breaking in are the Bruins. Big hit there on Griffith. Moved away to Sutter. Brandon Sutter to Pascal Dupuis. Back to Sutter. Tees one up, and Rask makes a strong glove save. And thinks about playing it, and finally does. McQuaid has it on his stick through center ice. Right side feed to Griffith, who's in. He's hit. Back and forth these teams go. Dangerous cross-ice feed in the defensive end there by the Penguins. And Pittsburgh nearly got caught for too many men as they played that puck towards their bench while changing. Boston circles in the offensive zone in full possession of this puck. Down low, it's Griffith. Works it to Lucic. Back down low, Griffith. Cycle play. Feet out in front is off the right pad of Fleury. He was down in that VH stance, has become so popular. And another offside, which also has become so popular here tonight. 4 minutes, 36 seconds to go. Bergeron, EA Sports NHL 15 cover athlete, wins that draw from Sidney Crosby, who I don't think has graced the cover of an EA NHL game yet in his career. Crosby circles, takes a big hit. Chara laid that out on Crosby. Bruins break out. Smith, Riley Smith to Bergeron. Under a minute to play in regulation. Bergeron feeds it up high and a shot is blocked. Taken away by Mata now. Mata to Kunitz, 3-on-2 for Pittsburgh. Dishes all the way back to Letang. Mata has it. He shoots. Rask, savvy to that, got it. In the corner, Boston. Smith has it. Up the right wing boards with 30 seconds to go. Smith with a lane to the net. Good back check there by Kunitz. Played up to Sidney Crosby. Crosby feeds Malkin. Malkin off the boards to no one. Only Bruins there, and now it's Griffith into the zone. Dishes to Lucic. This is this line that has been so dangerous and scored both the Bruin goals here tonight. Griffith down low, had it poked off his stick. A shot save. Rebound save, Fleury. 2 huge saves by Marc-Andre Fleury. And now 5 seconds to go. Dupuis, one final shot, and a save by Rask. Rebound by the boards. And one final save by the Boston netminder as we head to overtime. Through regulations, the shots favor the hometown Penguins 12-9. We begin this 4-on-4 overtime period with Boston in possession of the puck after the face-off win. Big check there on Bergeron, and it's Crosby for the Penguins. In over the blue line, Sidney Crosby whirls, shoots, and a good save off the blocker of Tuukka Rask. Point play now for Pittsburgh. Mata, Crosby in the slot, score! Sidney Crosby with the overtime winning goal. 3-2 Pittsburgh over Boston. Thank you for joining me for today's featured game. Be sure to subscribe and comment to let me know who your favorite team is and what game you'd like to see. Also, don't forget to go out and get EA Sports NHL 15 for your gaming console. And of course, be sure to join me for another game at another time.
The proceeding has been brought to you by EA Sports NHL 15. Catch all new simulations of featured games from Play NHL on the Sports Crafters, airing on www.boa.tv.